And let's turn now to Google. The company is riding a wave of better than expected results and buzz about its new mobile phone operating system. CEO Eric Schmidt said the adoption of the Android is about to explode. So let's head over now to our markets reporter, Sheila Dharmarajan. You're going to handicap the attack of the droids for us. And there's a lot of money at stake here. Pretty big bucks, right?
Pretty big bucks. How about $2 billion in big bucks
Not
for
bad.
you? Now, that's a very conservative estimate I put together, just looking at the size of the market and doing some back of the envelope math. So it really is a high stakes game that's pitting Google, Verizon, Apple, Microsoft all against each other. Now, the big bet that Google is making is that mobile internet usage is going to skyrocket. So by owning that mobile operating system, they want to capture a chunk of that search and advertising revenue. And when you look at mobile advertising revenue on a global basis, that number is expected to more than double by 2012 to $19 billion. So the math they did was if they can capture even 10% of that market, that's $2 billion to Google's top line. So big numbers here, but I do want to point out that analysts who cover Google stock, they haven't started to include those numbers in the models yet because it's a little bit early in the game and the business model hasn't been established, but potentially some huge upside here.
So it's all part of Google's plan to reduce its reliance on advertising on the web. Well, but when it comes to smartphones, you can't help but talk about Apple's iPhone. It's the 800-pound gorilla in the room.
Right.
How does Google plan to take them on?
You have to talk about Apple. You know, they're really dominating the smartphone market right now. So what Google is doing is they're taking a page out of Microsoft's playbook. So very similar to how Microsoft launched Windows for the PC. They are separating the hardware and the software, so you don't need to buy a specific phone just to use the Android system. You can use multiple phones. And they're also being carrier agnostic. So unlike the iPhone, where you need to have AT&T service, for the Android, you can use multiple services, and lots of carriers are starting to pick it up. In fact, Verizon, they're coming out with their Motorola Droid this holiday season, which is supposed to be a big winner. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out, because we all know what happened with Microsoft and Apple when it came to dominating the PC market. So we're going to have to see how this whole mobile market plays out as well.
All right, so no need to jailbreak any Android phones. Thanks so much, Sheila Dharmarajan, our markets reporter.